Welcome to Morning Market Call. I'm Doug Mumford. We are shooting on location in front of the Hinckley Alumni Center at the Investors Professionals Conference. With me today, a very special guest, Rod Hawes. Thanks for being with us, Rod.
Thank you, Doug.
Rod is a great friend of the university, and in fact, every year, certain MBA students are awarded the Hawes Scholarship, which is made possible by Brother Hawes. So we really appreciate him being with us.
Thank you.
What I wanted to ask Rod about today was a little bit about his career progression, what he's done, and any advice he has to us sort of in the crazy economic environment we find ourselves in. So first of all, can you give us a little bit about what's happened throughout your career?
Well, the super short version is that I was born in southwestern Idaho in a small town on the Snake River. There were 36 kids in my high school graduating class. I went from there to Stanford University, where there were more kids in my dormitory than in my town at home. I got lucky there and graduated, went into the life insurance business in Boise, Idaho. I was not a member of the church at that time, worked for some Mormons, was successful there, and then decided to go back to Harvard Business School, was married, had 4 children then, later 2 more. After graduating from Harvard Business School, I then moved to Connecticut and started a firm specializing in the merger and acquisition of insurance companies. And we became, ultimately, we did more mergers and acquisitions of insurance companies than even the Wall Street firms. And bought an insurance company, a life reinsurance company in 1988, took it public in 1992, put it on the New York Stock Exchange, sold it to the Swiss company in 1998, and that's the quick version, and we've been involved in a few other things since.
How do you, I know in business a lot of the equation of success is being at the right place at the right time, taking advantage of opportunities. How did you decide to get into mergers and acquisitions of insurance companies? And it's pretty niche. How did that kind of come about?
Well, I had been in the life insurance business for several years. At that time, realized that there were about 2,000 insurance companies in the country, thought there were too many of them, and that they should be consolidated. Ran into a guy in the hallway at Harvard who was recruiting, who was in the investment banking business, and we put our heads together, and I went to work for him for 2 years and then left and started my own firm.
A lot of us that are graduating soon are thinking, is the economic climate going to get better for us, or has America kind of seen its glory days as far as entrepreneurship? From your perspective, if you were just graduating, how would you feel? What's your advice maybe to students in my position that are going out for the first time in their careers?
I don't think there's ever probably been a better time to be an entrepreneur, at least, and aggressively so. Or if you want to go to work for a company, first determine what your personal passion is. If it's education, go into education. But if it's business, put your head down, and if you see a company you want to go to work for, seek them out, sit down and convince them that you really want to work there and you'll be the best person that they've ever hired, and then go fulfill that promise.
Sage advice. Well, thank you so much for being with us today, and thanks for being such a great friend of the university, even though you're not an alumni, but you're as good as an alumni, and you're helping us a lot, and we appreciate it. For Morning Market Call, I'm Doug Mumford. Please join us next time.
Morning Market Call is brought to you by the Marriott School of Management in cooperation with the Brigham Young University Department of Communications. MMC is made possible by generous donations from Larry Tasjan and Gary Williams. This show was produced by Jeff Butler, Janessa Cloward, David Wood, and Doug Mumford, with line producing by Beth Grimmett. For more information, please follow us on Twitter and Facebook.